There's honestly nothing, I believe, quite like waking up in a tent and it snowed overnight and you're surrounded by white magic. I absolutely love it. It's one of the main reasons I love to walk in the winter. It's happened to me a bunch of times where the day before, no snow whatsoever, you go to sleep and you wake up and it's there. It's amazing. And that's what happened on day two. Totally unexpected. But yeah, snow everywhere, tents sagging because of the weight of the snow on it. Absolutely ecstatic. Absolutely ecstatic. As I say, wasn't expected. And yeah, over the moon, thrilled to bits. Packed up the tents. No denying that the snow makes it more difficult, definitely does. But it's a price worth paying, I'm saying. All packed up, ready to go. So yeah, got packed away, lots of wet stuff all over the show. Tent's held up well though. Aid had a new tent, what's it called, the Nature Hike. Can't remember the full name of it, but it's a nature hike thingy, dead cheap. I think he got it for like 120 quid, round that price. We'd gone camping in the Lake District to Langdale. He had a wild country, is it a Zephyr, I think? Cool tent, but we had a snowfall that night and it just didn't hold up at all. It all sagged, but it soaked everything. Came seeping through and yes, soaked everything. So you needed to get another one. Hadn't had the chance to test it out beforehand, so bit of a risk, I suppose, but no choice, to be honest. And yeah, it didn't let him down. And for a, like I say, 120 quid tent, unbelievable. But yeah, the snow was here, and we were both genuinely over the moon. You ready for it, man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ready as I'll ever be.
So one thing you can certainly say about the snow, there's no denying it, it makes the going much tougher than it ordinarily would be if there was no snow about. But again, that's a price worth paying as far as I'm concerned. It was brilliant, beautiful morning. We had the snow coming down as we set off past the farm, and carried on to our next official West Highland Way, East Highland Way marker. Had a little rest and then we were going to head upwards. Well, it's had these orange things on
I think that's what
other
they
gateways, so I'm assuming that's where you go over. Can you get over there? Day 2, we had some, what I would say was proper snow. I'm reluctant to call it serious snow because I reckon there's lots of people, particularly Scottish people, who would say, what's wrong with you? That's not real snow. Indeed, we did meet people along the way when we got to around Laggan and Newton Moor, who basically told us this isn't proper snow, this is just a bit of snow. So yeah, I'm reluctant to use the phrase real serious snow, but you know, it was pretty it was pretty on top, and that's no complaint at all. Absolutely loved every step. The morning was definitely slow going, purely because of the snow. And it does take some getting used to when you've not been in snow for a while. It's a very different way of walking, and especially for Aid. Again, no disrespect to Aid intended, but yeah, I know he found it particularly tough, and he did amazing. He just ploughed on through, which is kind of what Aid does anyway. He's a very driven guy. There's what?
There's a hill at the end.
You love hills. Yeah. Woohoo! We got to the kind of outskirts of the Moy Reservoir, and time was kind of against us. We hadn't really made the mileage that you'd expect to make in decent weather. So yeah, we figured we had to get a bit of a riddle on. Stopped and took shelter under some trees, which was pretty cool actually, because it was really getting quite rough outside, blowing loads of snow. But yeah, got a really nice shelter, which hopefully I'm showing on the video right now. And yeah, kind of made the decision that we've got to smash on, get to the end of Moy Reservoir, and hopefully we'll be able to find somewhere to camp there. Fingers crossed. Lurking in the bushes. The end of Moy Reservoir honestly didn't turn out to be the haven, if that's the right word, that we thought it would be. And yeah, there was just nowhere at all for us to set up camp. I mean, there was a couple of spots of flat grass, but they were pretty much right in front of houses. So yeah, totally unsuitable and no way we could do that. So we pretty much just had to keep plodding on. This was the one time in the walk that I'm sure Aid won't mind me saying he was absolutely blowing. He was really struggling. We'd walked a good way and it had all been through pretty deep snow. When we were coming alongside Moy Reservoir, it was a forestry track, and seriously it was a good job that a vehicle had been down there fairly recently, so at least we had the tracks to walk along. If we'd have been walking through the snow, which was a good six inches deep, I genuinely think we wouldn't have made half the distance that we did in the same amount of time. It was hard work. Even in the vehicle tracks, the snow just kept coming down, and each step that you made, you could see the snow rising and rising, even in the vehicle tracks. So yeah, we were very lucky that they were there. The end of Moy Reservoir came and went. We passed these houses that I mentioned before. Kind of did a dog leg thing round them. Just, yeah, looking round for anywhere to make our home for the night. But it was just heather everywhere. You'd see somewhere from, you know, a bit of a distance, you get closer, and it's just mounds and mounds of heather. Give it a little waggle with your stick, and it's just brush, just completely unsuitable for setting up a tent on. Had a look at the map and figured that our best bet was to carry on to Loch Laggan, which wasn't far away. We passed some deer on the way, which was awesome. Big bunch of them. I found on the map a forestry track running alongside the loch, and in my experience, a lot of the times these forestry tracks running alongside lochs can be good places to camp. So that's what we were placing all our money on. Oh, just found our camping spot for the evening, literally in the nick of time, because it's going dark and the weather's turned again. Just nowhere to camp to this point. This is good. Very beautiful, actually. Absolute joy. The track next to Loch Laggan was a winner. We found a place to stay, thank goodness. It was actually a really cool place. At this point it was pretty much dark, it was really cold, we were absolutely shattered. As I say, Aid was really struggling, but I was goosed myself, absolutely goosed. So yeah, we needed somewhere to crash, and this was a really good spot. In fact, to be fair, it was a beautiful spot. We couldn't have picked anywhere better. Completely flat piece of grass, under some trees, but you know there was no branches lay on the floor, so they were good trees, not just dying and shedding all the branches all over the show that are going to rip through your tent and then impale you or something. No, it was really nice. It's funny actually, in one of the videos I watched before we came on the East Highland Way, a chap called Sebastian from Poland, I assume. He goes under the YouTube moniker of 3 Walking Poles. So I've watched his East Highland Way videos. From what I can see, he's the only person on there who's got a genuine group of videos about the East Highland Way. And when he went around Loch Laggan, there's an absolute huge expanse of beach right where we camped. Well, that just wasn't there. The water was literally right up to where we camped on this track. And yeah, in Sebastian's video, it's just like, it's miles away, absolutely miles away. It's sand and everything. It's weird. But yeah, the rising of the water, absolutely incredible. Yeah, shocking. So tent's pitched of a fashion. Inner's aren't up yet. You can have too much of a good thing. This snow is shocking. Aye?
That'll be my guide rope, just trip over.
Having a good holiday.
Yeah, so far.
First cup of coffee since, what, 7 o'clock? Absolutely amazing. But anyway, we got our heads down and look forward immensely to another day of snowy magic for day 3. Couldn't wait.